What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. We are out today at a field that me, Matt, and Rich did a few weeks ago, the day you had your barbecue, Doug.
Correct.
We came out in the morning in the other field. We found some old dandy buttons, some old coppers. Well, we're coming back today, and this time Rich can't be here. He's away. But me, Doug, and Matt are going to go all around the farmhouse, the field on the other side, the field on this side, and we know there's a lot of stuff from the 1700s here.
We just got to swing on.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get on some of it. So I'll see how we do back in the first dig. See you guys soon.
See you
Later. So it's a cold, windy day today. Hopefully these new microphones are going to hold up, Doug, and block some of the wind. But Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, James Fond Doug, first find for him of the day. And I heard him faintly yelling out nickel from across the pasture.
Nickel size. You see it right there? You want me to pull it out?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, I see it. Yeah,
I was getting a good 25, 26.
It looks big. I guess it's a nickel.
For a nickel?
Well, I haven't dug a nickel in a while. Oh, it's a buffalo nickel.
Oh.
Look, Doug.
Oh, that's the Indian. Okay.
Yeah, you know
I'm sorry, Native American.
Some people call these Indian head nickels.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that before?
Oh, yeah.
I've never referred to it, but kind of makes sense. I mean, how many coins, there's the buffalo. How many coins do we refer to the coin by the image on the back?
Rare.
Very rarely. Rare. So Indian head nickel actually makes more sense than buffalo nickel. Should we start calling them that?
Yeah, just to be different. The way we are.
And the date would be down. Oh, I think I do see a date coming through. I think I do. I mean, I can't see it at the moment.
Oh, yeah, it is raised pretty well.
Yeah, but there's something raised there. When you give this a little bath later, you might get something off it. Look at that nice chin line he's got, too.
Oh, he's
very stoic.
Very macho.
Native American.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, good job.
Do you know you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd?
I don't know what that means.
It was an old song by Roger Miller back in the 60s.
Oh, I never heard of him. Oh, there's Matt.
Oh, hey. Google
Buffalo
it,
nickel. I like your outfit, Matt.
Thanks.
Yeah. Musketball Matt on the board. He said he's got himself something good. Let's see. Now, you did dig a buckle already, so you're actually already on the board. We didn't record the buckle. Oh, that is a good size, Matt. That looks like it's bigger than a quarter. Maybe quarter size. Oh, there is a nice shank on there, too. Not quite dandy, but it's a good size button.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's see if we have any markings on that sucker. No, plain. Yeah, I can't tell. I don't see anything, but yeah, it's very old. Flat button, nice shank on there, probably pre-Civil War. I don't see anything yet, but maybe when you clean it, at least the back, might have some sort of indicator. Well done, man. Nice, good size. And it was 13 on your machine?
Yeah, it's about 13.
It's probably like in the 30s for me. That's what I'm chasing with those shotgun head stamps, trying to get something like that. Hey, good find.
All right, thanks.
All right, Dog Tag Doug called us from across the field. He called me on my cell phone and said, I think I got a half cent over here. So Matt and I walked over. It's cold today too, Doug. What happened this summer? There was no fall. It just went from 90 degrees to cold.
Hey, when autumn showed up on the calendar, it actually turned cold.
No, it did. It's
and
cold.
We're seeing more and more of the leaves changing. But
oh, I see it right there. Yeah, that's Nick. You sure it's not a button?
No, it's not a button.
You mind if I pick it up?
No.
Rang up too high for a button, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, it would be a half cent, a U.S. half cent.
About the right size.
Yeah, I don't want to damage it by moving the dirt around with my finger roughly.
Do you see any outline?
Well, I think I do right there. Yeah.
Is that a wreath?
It's too early to tell.
How long do we have to wait? An hour or two?
Until however long it takes you to get your toothbrush out.
I see.
Yeah, I see. Yep. Let's brush it before it gets hard and dry, and we're gonna come right back. I think we're gonna get something off there. Oh, and Doug brought a nice toothbrush. Not that.
No, that's mine.
Oh, thank God.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Never leave home without.
Yep.
I used that this morning actually.
Did you? Yeah, he does have some nice white teeth.
Look so good.
So there's Dougie's coin. We cleaned it up. Doug, this is a new one for us. and I put the Perron on so we can get a good look at it in the light right there. And you can see the crown, and underneath of it is a harp. And I can see the N up there at 2 o'clock. It's going to be some sort of Irish Hibernia, but this is like the size of a nickel. So I don't know. I'm guessing they made Hibernia farthings, you know, which would be a quarter of a cent back then.
Which, like you said, we haven't found yet.
No. And there's this side, and in the light, I mean, I can clearly see, it looks like King George the First. And we can see Rex. I can see some lettering over there. I'm sorry, King George the Second.
That's right. First would be this way.
Yeah, the other direction. I think I see two Roman numeral I's up there. So this is new to us. I mean, we found halfpenny Hibernias before, which are, you know, larger than a quarter. This one being so small, like a nickel, I think it's going to be a Hibernia farthing or something like that. I'm just not sure. And being King George II, I'm going to guess it's like 1740s, 50s, something like that. And that
up to 60, right?
I think so.
Around there.
If the farthings kept the same years as the halfpennies, I'm not sure. But that's pretty amazing, Doug. Yeah, the date will be outside underneath of the harp. We'll have to clean it up better when we get home. But what number did that ring up?
On the legend, around a 40, 41 every now and then. And it was only 3 inches, 4 inches down.
Wow. Well, that's an amazing coin, Doug. Never seen it before. We'll have to do some more research on it, but awesome find, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Thank you. It's an old one. Yep, nickel.
So Matt just got a nickel. Wow, 2 nickels. Doug got a buffalo nickel already.
This may also be a buff.
Let's see. We don't get a lot of nickels normally, but let's see. Maybe it'll be another King George the First Hibernia farthing.
No, it's definitely a nickel.
Oh, no, too fat. Well, King George got a little hefty in his later years.
Yeah, I think I see the hump.
It's a little toasty.
Unless it's a camel.
I can't see.
It says 5 right there.
Okay, then yeah, it's got to be a buff.
That's a buffalo. Yeah.
Yeesh.
It's rough.
Yeah, it is rough. Now, the flashlight would help, but since Doug just found one, everyone kind of knows what they look like. Oh, I do see. Yep. Oh, I see the buffalo. Yeah, I can see him in the camera. I could see him. Not really in my naked eye, but in the camera I can. I only said that because I know Matt likes it when I say naked. All right, musket balls, Matt. Got himself a button. I can't seem to get over anything, Matt. You and Doug are having a heck of a good day.
On?
I think it is. Oh, yeah, I see it. Is it still? Oh, no, you laid it on a rock. I wasn't sure if there was a clump there. Yeah, that is a nice little cuff-sized button. Oh, someone's calling out. They want to see your button, Matt. Oh, I think there is something on this. Yeah, there's a design on it, Matt.
Really?
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it could be a floral design, or that could be an eagle. I can't tell. You're going to have to
Clean it some more.
clean it some more and maybe use a little brow sweat. That's always a nice technique. Almost looks like a totem pole. I don't know. I doubt it's a totem pole, but let's see. There's Matt's button, and there's definitely something on there, Doug. I didn't know. We think it might be a flower with like a daisy with all the 5 or 6 leaves going around the outside, or petals, whatever they're called. It's just not cleaned up real well. Let me see if I can move it out of the light and see if that helps. I can't tell. And the high parts that he cleaned almost has like a silvery sheen to it.
It does.
Like silver wash on that flower, which I'm going to guess it is.
Is there anything on the back?
Well, he's got a shank smushed down. It's on there. And I'm sure there's writing when he cleans it later, if that'll help us figure out what it is. But very interesting, Matt. Nice cuff button with a design. We're going to call it a flower for now. But super cool either way, man. 200 years old, give or take. Awesome.
All right, thank you.
All right, so Matt just found that cool flower button, like somewhere over there. And he moved over like 3 feet, and he had a similar signal, and I swung over it. And I said, yeah, it does sound similar. It could be a same button on edge. And lo and behold, it is the same button, or at least we think it is. It's another little cup-sized button. And do you see the same puffy marks on it? Like, oh, that's much nicer, Matt. See if you can get the other one out, so people don't think that I'm just showing the same button. Yeah, that's exactly what your first one was.
Off the same jacket? Or?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Yeah, there's the first one he found. Not far, only maybe 3-4 feet away. And this one's in much nicer. And they're so tiny and thin. And if it's laying on edge in the ground like that and you swing over it and you only see that little profile, you're only going to get the slightest of little blips. And this is a mid-tone as it is on your machine, right?
Yeah.
Probably 1820s, 1830s. That's amazing. Almost 200 years old. Beautiful design on there. That would have cost much more than just a plain flat button back in the day. Awesome, man. Let's hope the guy had a big jacket and there could be more of them around.
Right.
Super cool.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Between 20. Oh, there it's 32.
I'm losing out today. Doug just had another signal and I looked at it already and I don't know if it's going to be a coin or another button. I just can't seem to get over anything, but I'm glad somebody is.
I don't see any shank marks. It's almost looking like a coin.
It could be. It's very light
It
for
is.
a coin. That's the only thing that would worry me. And
But about 20 feet from here is where I got that Hibernia.
well, you want to brush it down and see?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad if it is. I mean, it's
Hey Matt, can I use your...
really chewed up. Well, there's Dougie's find, and it's in tough shape. It's rough. It's mangled. It's bent. It's chewed and chipped up. We think it's a button because if you look right in the center, you can see a slight pit where it may have had a shank at one time.
Yeah.
It could have been a coin. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go with button.
Until we get some more
Yeah, I'm gonna move it out here, Doug.
possible detail.
Yeah, no distinguishable markings of any sort, but I think I do see a round area in the middle.
Yeah.
But hey, super cool. Some really old
And
stuff
it's old.
around. Yeah, very old. The ground wasn't too kind to this one, but
No.
hey, maybe the next one it will.
All
Good
right.
find.
Thank you.
All right, so Matt said he's got a coin, possible large cent. So we all came over.
Sure looks like it.
Where is it, Matt? In your clump?
Right in the hole.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that in like 3 months. At least that's what it seems like. Yeah, there it is. You want to grab it, Matt?
That looks like a matron.
Can't tell from. Looks like it's going to be a large copper coin, though. Man,
Nice, man.
the field's been a little rough on the coins here, but they're here. All right, let Matt brush this down. We're going to see if we can get some detail off of it. All right, there's Matt's coin, and I'm going to try to move it in and out of the light so it doesn't blow it out. This is the front, and it's very hard to see. I think actually maybe right there I might see a nose facing towards my thumb, but I'm not sure exactly. It's very slick. But this side, I can clearly see Britannia. Her head with her upstretched arm, this arm straight out, holding the feather duster or something like that, like Florence from the Brady Bunch.
I
And
don't
then,
think she was cleaning
wasn't she amazing?
Westminster Abbey.
There's a shield down there. Up, raindrop just hit. Shield down there, her leg. So Britannia is great, but this side, absolutely
not so.
nothing. But maybe right there, it could be.
Maybe as it dries.
It could be. So
we'll
it's
get
going to be, I think, a King George 1, 2, 3, maybe a William. I don't know all of my Britannia arm orientations offhand, but the back is great.
I wonder if this was a camp at one point.
Or just really old, obviously, before America was around. The ground's been rough to them, but man, they are here and they are old. Good find, brother.
All right,
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Doug just got something else. He thinks it might be a coin. Oh, I see it, Doug. I do see it.
It's low for a coin, but it doesn't look like a button.
Wow, it almost looks like a shotgun shell to me. And it is.
You rat.
Oh, I just dug this brass, maybe candlestick holder, about maybe 9 inches down. I'm just glad to be finding something. I've been having a rough day. Old Tag Doug's got about 5 buttons, and he's got that old British Hibernia farthing. Matt's got about 4 or 5 buttons. He's got the British KG 1, 2, or 3. We're not sure. I just can't seem to get over anything. But we're going to go back, empty our bags, maybe get a bite to eat, and go try field number 2, which is actually even closer to the old Colonial house, so maybe my luck will change. See what happens. Well, Dog Tag Doug is still pulling the buttons out. He's got a little one here, and it looks like a cuff button. Same size as Matt's, but it didn't look as puffy. Oh, there it is. Still kind of attached to a clump. There it is. Yeah, Matt's looked kind of puffy right out of the ground. Yours looks definitely a button, but maybe not the same one. You want to pop it out?
Yeah.
Is that design or just
It
the
looks
metal?
like, yeah, it's hard to say. You need the.
I think that's just the metal where the dirt came off, I think. Yeah, we'll give it a brush down. I don't feel anything, and the shank is busted off.
Yeah.
So it's just a small cuff flat button. At the moment, no design, unless that's an octopus.
Probably.
Could be an octopus or Medusa.
Yeah.
Like a 2-headed Medusa. Another one?
Another what?
You got a button too?
It's not back now, I believe. It sure looks like it. Spun back.
Yeah, it does. Weird. The material usually is shinier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's Tomback or not.
And Tomback, look at that crease on it.
It does look like it's spun up though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I think if turn it over, look at that crease. If that was Tomback, that would have been broken.
Yeah, it could be just a 2-piece puffy button that got smushed in.
Yeah.
Let's brush this down too. We'll take a look. Double buttons. Let's take a look. Well, there's Matt's button, and his is a little bit of a bizarre one. Right there, the way the shank is applied, it does look like Tomback, like built up. But as you can see, there's like, the left side is like missing. It's like dug out. It's hard to tell from the camera, but it's a groove that goes down. Not made that way. So, I don't know, possibly pewter, which would be really old, a pewter button. I can't tell from the material itself for sure what it's made out of, but it doesn't feel like brass. It doesn't look like Tomback. Not sure.
Definitely not copper.
So, yeah, possibly a pewter button, Matt. And if it is, that would be, like you said, really, really old. I'm not sure. And Doug's button didn't really clean up much better than it was before. You can just see that octopus.
Just a little clearer.
A Chinese New Year dragon. Not really sure. Just the metal coming through and no shank, but still a nice old button. Well done, fellas. Awesome. All right, so Matt was heading back to the cars for lunch number 1. That's on a high-calorie diet. He got himself a nickel. I kind of looked at it, and I thought I saw some stars on it, which could be maybe a V-nickel, and we haven't got one of those yet. I think this side, I thought I saw some stars. Actually, I see the V. That's the only thing I can see is the V right in the middle.
Yeah, I do see it.
Yeah, I don't see the stars, but I see the V, which would be the Roman numeral for 5. And this side would have Lady Liberty on it. Let's see if we can get a little bit of detail off it. But hey, we got a couple of buffaloes, and now we got an old V-nickel. This could go back to the 18s. But we'll take a look and see if we can get a year. Cool. Matt cleaned it and even got the date. 1901. That's Lady Liberty right there. Oh, look. That looks pretty good, Matt. Just like that. Yep. I can see the date clear as day. Oh, as it's drying, it gets better and better.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, the stars look good and everything. Give that a slow flip for me. And there's the back, the V. I was able to see a little bit of the stars, and then that V really came through. And after Matt cleaned it, that's going to really clean up great, Matt. Even the date came popping out. Well done, man. We don't get a lot of V nickels. Those are nice ones.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, awesome job. Thank you. The best signal I've heard all day. Just kind of stops. Seems a little long. Might not be a coin. I wouldn't mind an old brass cow tag. The farmhouse is right up there through the trees, and the cows right now are next to the farmhouse, and they do have access to just walk out here. They were out here all this morning, and I could even see cow patties laying around in the pasture. So if they come back, we'll have to be on guard. But that could be something good. Let's dig it up and see what it is.
Yeah.
All right, I dug my hole, and it is a copper, my first one. Man, I had a bad day, Matt. Couldn't get on anything, but I know the stuff is here. There's a signal out of the hole. And
swing over.
yeah, you want to swing over it?
See what a good copper sounds like?
Oh, yeah.
What do you get? 49.50?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over here, right?
Well, I'm looking at it.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Matty.
Let me switch my hand. Yeah. I'm thinking probably a braided hair, but maybe a Liberty cap.
Yeah.
Man, it just feels nice to find something. It's been a tough
Yeah,
day
you've
for
had
me.
a tough morning.
It feels a little corroded.
It looks Americanish.
I think it's too thick to be British. I'm going to brush it down. I don't want to rub on it too hard and risk ruining it.
Nice.
So I'm going to come right back, but definitely it's going to be 1850s or earlier copper. Let's see what it is going to be.
And you're on the board.
Is that a Liberty Cap too?
Matt's been brushing it for me. Oh, could it be a Liberty cap?
What is that there?
Oh, you know what? It might be a Draped bust.
It's thick though.
They look it's very thick. I can't tell if it's a Draped bust or not because they look similar, but it would have that really large bonnet on the back if it was a Liberty cap. It's going to be at least 18.0, maybe 17s, Doug. All right, Matt's holding the light for me so I can see it, and it is a Draped bust large cent, not a Liberty cap, but Draped busts are, I think they're 1797 to 1807, 8, something like that. So, well over 200 years old. The date would be down here on the bottom, but I can't see it. It's still pretty corroded. And the back would flip like this. There would be Aretha Franklin in the middle. It would say 1 over 100 down at the bottom. A lot of the detail is just not on there out of the ground. I'll move it over here, Matt. No, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I'll clean up better later and try to get a year off of it. But at least I can see the face, and man, that is a rejuvenator. On the board with something awesome. Cool. Well, finally something good, my Draped bust large cent. And we've been here probably 5 hours, and I've literally found nothing all day. So I'm just now going to bury my banana in the hole. The first good hole of the day. Usually doesn't take me 5 hours, but I'm glad I got something, and the banana is going to change our luck. So Draped bust in the pouch, banana in the hole. See how we do. All right, Doug, I'm going to stop the video. We got to go up to Digstock in New York. We're going to meet hundreds of people up there and dig some incredible War of 1812 ground. But so far at this place, Doug, some old 1700 coins that I've never even seen before, that weird Hibernia looking thing. We've got some old coins that I have seen before, but that made them no less cool. And we've got some amazing relics, those double flower ones Matt found, those buttons, all sorts of cool things. But come back next week, because during this video, it started drizzling. We ducked in the cars to get out of the rain. And when it stopped, we pushed up closer to the house. We got on a nice patch of relics where there could have been a starter home in the back. And as we got close to the house, Doug found one of the best things he's gotten all year. And man, we stared at that thing for a good 20 minutes. I really had to whittle that clip down. But some incredible things in that yard. Make sure you guys don't miss it. Part 2, what started as a scouting mission and turned out to be one heck of a spot. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. The QuarterHoarder hats are still available. You can get mine, the camo hat with the QuarterHoarder patch. And Doug now has 2 varieties. He's got a camo hat and a black one with QuarterHoarder crew embroidered on the front.
what are they, 25 bucks, Doug?
25.
25 bucks. We will ship it right from us to you. And we even include a special gift, one of a kind, that you can only get from us. You can't beat that with a stick. And then, of course, Doug, if they need a metal detector, pinpointer, sand scoop, anything hobby related, make sure you shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder, yahoo.com. Let me know where you live and what your budget is and what kind of terrain you plan on hunting. I'll help you pick out the best machine for your budget so you can get out and find some of the incredible things like Doug does every single week. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's the hobby
Of champions.
you know it. But otherwise, we're out of here. We have 700 miles to drive. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.